Welcome. My name is Roy San Buenaventura and I am a student of the University of the Philippines Open University. This presentation is part of the course requirement of DCOM 340. In this session, I invite you to join me in exploring how we can implement advocacy and social mobilization strategies effectively, especially in the context of one of the most urgent priorities of our time, sustainable development in education. Let's start by understanding the two key concepts at the heart of this session. Advocacy is about influencing leaders, those who have the power to shape policies, allocate resources, and define institutional priorities. It's about pushing for change from the top. Meanwhile, social mobilization is about rallying communities. It's about engaging the people, parents, students, teachers, civil society groups, to take ownership of that change and drive it forward. Together, advocacy and social mobilization work hand in hand to create systemic and lasting transformation. But how do we make these concepts real? How do we bring them to life in practical ways? We begin with the advocacy strategy. This targets institutions and decision makers to secure formal support and policy commitment. It includes tools such as policy briefs, petitions, and stakeholder dialogues. A well-crafted advocacy plan sets the stage for change by putting sustainability on the agenda of those in power. Next, we have entertainment, a creative and culturally resonant approach. This strategy delivers messages through storytelling, music, puppetry, theater, and community performances. It's entertaining, yes, but also deeply educational. It connects with people on an emotional level and opens space for dialogue. Another powerful strategy is the use of information and communication technologies, or ICTs. In today's digital world, we can harness apps, social media, and web platforms to rapidly share information, inspire participation, and even track progress. Digital tools make engagement scalable, interactive, and often immediate. We also use information, education, and communication IEC materials. These include posters, comics, infographics, and videos. They serve as visual reminders and simple teaching tools that reinforce messages and behaviors in accessible ways. Then there's the role of mass media: television, radio, newspapers, billboards. Mass media can amplify your message, shape public perception, and normalize sustainable behaviors across entire populations. When used strategically, it builds national momentum. Finally, there is community mobilization. This is where real transformation takes root. Community mobilization turns passive audiences into active participants, co-creators of change who shape solutions according to local context. It involves organizing local events, workshops, planning sessions, and forming partnerships with grassroots leaders. Now here's the key insight. These strategies work best when layered together. Each one complements and reinforces the others. Advocacy creates the enabling environment. Entertainment attracts attention. ICT spreads and scales. IEC educates. Mass media amplifies. Community mobilization sustains. Let's imagine an actual campaign on sustainability in schools. It could begin with advocacy to integrate environmental education into the school curriculum. At the same time, a traveling puppet show entertains and teaches children about climate action. An app could gamify sustainable habits like bringing reusable containers. or planting trees. Posters and comics in classrooms reinforce eco-friendly practices. A student-run radio show shares success stories across schools. And finally, parents and barangay leaders come together to build a school garden and maintain a zero-waste canteen, all 6 strategies working as one. So as we wrap up this session, I ask you, which strategy will you begin with? Choose one. Start small, start local. Mobilize your school, your neighborhood, your circle of influence, because real change doesn't wait, it begins with you. Thank you. And may we continue to advocate and mobilize for a future that is greener, wiser, and more just for the next generation.